Welcome to Wildcat Gym for Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle, and this is our first chance to talk and to see our Lovington girls as they come into this game 3-1 under head coach Chief Bridgeforth against a 5A Roswell team, the Lady Coyotes, under head coach Daniel Smith. And this is the first game of the season for the Lady Coyotes. So it seems interesting that the Lovington girls already have several games under their belt, and that's courtesy of wins against Kermit and Dexter, and they are coming off of a win against Sundown, Texas, 54-50 on Saturday in a tournament, and they lost to Spearman, Texas on Friday in that tournament. But a 3-1 record, pretty good for this team that is in rebuilding mode and was showing some bright sparks, especially toward the middle and end of last season under a new coach, under Chief Bridgeforth. So it's going to be interesting. I'm excited to watch this team, to see them here. And after tonight, they are not back here at Wildcat Gym for a month. Their next home game after tonight is January 8th against Eunice. Now, we just watched the Lovington JV just barely lose, a squeaker, 28-27 to the Roswell JV. But the Lovington varsity girls, I know, are wanting to notch another win, especially against a 5A team, and would like to go up 4-1 after this game tonight. And this team, TJ, this Roswell High team, last year posted a record of 9-18. They finished the District 4-5A 0-6. And but they did beat Lovington last year. They played Lovington mid-season, and they beat Lovington 58-43, pretty respectable. And if I remember that game right, Lovington hung with them for a long time in that game, and it really wasn't until later in the game that Roswell High pulled away from them. So I think, and they are losing. Roswell High lost 4 seniors from last year's season. They still have a couple of seniors on their roster, but they lost 4 seniors. A couple of them were starters. And so this is definitely a chance for the Lovington girls to post a win here tonight.
Well, it is, and going to be, I think, very important. I mean, this is going to be a good test for where they are playing the 5A school against the 4A, their last home game for a while. I mean, they've only got one more game in Lee County in the month of December. They'll be in Eunice next week. But yeah, I mean, as you mentioned, coming in 3-1, I mean, absolutely dominated Dexter. Their opening game, pardon me.
And then, of course, they went on to
right here, 75-6, and then went to the Denver City tournament and beaten Kermit. And it's always, anytime you can beat a Texas team, that's always a good thing. Kermit, a Texas 3A, and then losing to Spearman, a heartbreaker in that one, 36-34. Then, as you mentioned, Sundown, always tough, and won that game 54-50. But this will be a good test to see where they are against other teams from the land of enchantment. Roswell been a bit up and down the last 5 or 6 years since, they've gone through 2 or 3 head coaches in that time since their former head coach, now in Hobbs, Joey Carpenter. But, they absolutely steamrolled everybody back then. But, Roswell's kind of been on some hard times. They're kind of in rebuilding mode, as you mentioned, too, under Coach Smith. So, but this will be a good test, I think, really for both of these squads to kind of see where they stack up early in the season.
And, the other thing that really stands out to us looking at the girls, looking at the rosters, Roswell High's rosters only contains 9 girls, and for basketball, that's a pretty short roster. However, it's a big roster compared to Lovington. Lovington's roster has only 7 girls on the roster right now. Now, we have noticed that their JV squad also had only 7 or 8 girls. I think
believe 9.
9 girls on that one, and there may be a couple, 3 of those players that under the rules you can come up and play, I think, 1 quarter of a varsity game as a JV player. So that may be some of Coach Bridgeforth.
At least later in the season.
Right.
I mean, there's 7 out warming up right now.
That's right. That may be part of the plan, is, to be able to use some of those players, as bench players for the varsity team. But we don't know. We're speculating on that. But what we do know is these girls have got to be tough. They've got got to be conditioned because the bench is short, and they're going to have to play. They're going to have to be tough, and they're going to see a lot of minutes in the game, as I'm sure they already have this season and will continue to.
Well, the thing to remember, too, about these 7 girls that are on the court for Lovington, yeah, they were all starters, and they were all very important players last year. So, yeah, you've only got 7 girls, but it is 7 highly experienced young ladies out there in Aranda, Castro, Barunda, Buendia, Salcedo, and Schaus. So, I mean, that's a pretty formidable 7 when you look at it.
You've got 3 seniors, 2 sophomores, and a junior on this team, on the 7 roster team for Lovington, and 2 of these players were volleyball players. Myra and Malaya Castro both played volleyball, and so they're making that transition. They had to make that transition from volleyball into basketball early on, and now, of course, 4 games already in, and they're playing a fairly salty pre-district schedule. I mean, they're visiting after tonight. Lovington will be in tournament play again this Thursday, the 7th and the 8th, and their next up for them will be at West Mesa on Thursday afternoon at 4. So they are, they're playing a combination of, some 2A, 3A teams, some Lee County rivalry teams like Eunice, some tournaments with mixed, with mixed teams, same size as they are, a little bigger, a little smaller, and then they're going to be, they're playing Roswell High, they're playing Carlsbad and Clovis in their pre-district schedule. So they're looking to stack up against some 5A teams, and just come out with that, hopefully even tougher and ready for district, which District 4A is the strongest district in the state, the strongest 4A district in the state, TJ.
Well, it certainly is. Anytime you've got a district that has Goddard and Artesia and Portales, all, traditional powerhouses, and so is Lovington.
Sure.
It's going to be an absolute meat grinder, and it's a district with very little room for mistake. The Lovington Lady Cats last year had a little trouble, kind of an up-and-down district season, but still got in the playoffs, and then had to take the long road trip up to Albuquerque to play Hope Christian, and almost got out of that win to punch their ticket into the state tournament. But still, last year, under a new head coach, still with, getting some girls in and getting them comfortable in the new system, to go up there and nearly pull off the upset against Hope Christian, which is one of the powerhouses in 4A in the state.
They did well.
And they did it very well last year, and they're just looking to build on that this year.
Yes, and we're going to take a break and come back in a couple of minutes and run down the rosters for you and continue to get you ready for the tip-off of this one tonight. It's Lovington versus Roswell here at Wildcat Gym, and we'll be back with more Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Knowledge is the power to see more, do more, and be more. As one of the most affordable universities in the Southwest, Eastern New Mexico University has helped thousands of people just like you earn a degree. Spring 2024 at ENMU is the perfect time to get started with affordable tuition, great scholarships, and a wide range of in-person or online classes. Learn your power. Apply today for spring 2024 at enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
At Devon, they're proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of our communities. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats! CYA Trucking Insurance is ready to cover your assets. They specialize in commercial insurance of all types: trucking, oilfield, sand, hotshot, general liability, umbrella, workers' comp. If you own your own business or are self-employed, give Christy Barnes a call at 432-245-4292. That's 432-245-4CYA. CYA Trucking Insurance, a proud supporter of Lovington Wildcat Athletics and Academics.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Welcome back to Lady Cat basketball from Wildcat Gym, where Lovington is about to tip off against 5A foe Roswell High for Lovington's 5th game of the season, but the first for Roswell High. And let's run down the rosters. We talked about the fact that there are 9 girls on the roster, but I think there may be 10, as you notice, warming up for Roswell, so we may have an extra girl. We'll pay attention when they do the team announcements. But number 1 is junior Jalen Benitez, listed as a guard, and number 3 is sophomore Aubrey Bolanos, who's listed as a point guard. Number 5 is Rihanna Castro, a junior, who's listed as a guard. Number 11 is Sarai Morales, who is a senior, and she is a guard. She's a multiple sport athlete as well. We've seen her play volleyball, basketball, and softball. So number 20 is Serenity Chavez, a senior. Number 22 is Emma Esquivel, a junior. She's listed as a guard. Number 30 is Iana Warner, a junior, listed as a guard. 32 is Aramaris Vasquez, a sophomore. Number 33 is Elena Tarin, who is a junior, and she's listed as a shooting guard, and she also is a multiple sport athlete. And we see her name a lot and have watched her play volleyball, I believe, as well as softball, and on the basketball court tonight. So
and we do have the starters put up. So
yes, we
for
do.
Roswell High,
I was going to go through that. We'll go through that here in just a moment. The Roswell High girls head coach Daniel Smith. And for Lovington, number 5 is Aubrey Aranda, listed as 5'6", a junior. Number 10 is Myra Castro, who's listed as a 5'2" senior. She's listed as a shooting guard. Number 12 is Malaya Castro, listed as 5'4", a sophomore and a point guard. Number 14 is Ashlyn Borunda, who's listed as 5'8", a sophomore, a shooting guard and center. Number 20 is Elizabeth Buendia, a senior. She's listed at 5'6", a shooting guard and point guard. Number 24 is Erlyn Salcido, listed at 5'8". She's a senior, and she is a power forward. Number 42 is Abigail Schaus, and she is a sophomore, listed at 6'5" and a center under head coach Chief Bridgeforth. And yes, the starting 5 are up on the board. And for the Lady Cats, the starters will be number 10, Myra Castro, number 12, Malaya Castro, number 14, Ashlyn Borunda, number 20, Elizabeth Buendia, and number 24, Erlyn Salcido. Interesting. And your starters for Roswell High, and I'm going to kind of look through the post for this. Number 5 is Brianna Castro. Number 11, Sarai Morales. Number 22 is Emma Esquivel. Number 32 is Aramaris Vasquez. And then the last one is going to be 33, Elena Tarin. And so those are your starters for Roswell High: Castro, Morales, Esquivel, Vasquez, and Tarin. And for Lovington, Castro, Borunda, Buendia, and Salcido. And the warm-up period looks like it's over, and just less than a minute left on the warm-up clock. I think we'll probably be doing the national anthem and the introduction of players, so we'll take a break and be back in probably about 3 or 4 minutes to get this one tipped off. It's a Lovington Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Knowledge is the power to see more, do more, and be more. As one of the most affordable universities in the Southwest, Eastern New Mexico University has helped thousands of people just like you earn a degree. Spring 2024 at ENMU is the perfect time to get started with affordable tuition, great scholarships, and a wide range of in-person or online classes. Learn your power. Apply today for spring 2024 at enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
At Devon, they're proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of our communities. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats! CYA Trucking Insurance is ready to cover your assets. They specialize in commercial insurance of all types: trucking, oilfield, sand, hotshot, general liability, umbrella, workers' comp. If you own your own business or are self-employed, give Christy Barnes a call at 432-245-4292. That's 432-245-4CYA. CYA Trucking Insurance, a proud supporter of Lovington Wildcat Athletics and Academics.
And welcome back to Lady Cat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. From Wildcat Gym, I'm Dawn Morgan alongside TJ Miracle, getting ready for the tip-off. Lovington hosting Roswell. Lovington bringing their 3-1 record into this one. Roswell opening their season with this game. And the starters, the full rosters and the teams have been announced. There were some additions. Number 10, Joriana Martinez. Number 12, Alexis Borrello. Number 23, Destiny Gonzalez, all added to Roswell High's roster. And it is just the 7 players we talked to you about. And your starters out on the floor: Castro, Borunda, Buendia, and Salcido for your Lady Cats. All right. And in the center, right over the blue Wildcat, it is Vasquez. And the tip-off goes and controlled by Lovington, popped up over in the corner. That was Buendia passing it around to Castro. Now to Myra Castro. Leaves it off for Buendia. She moves it around outside and stolen away. First turnover by Lovington. It is taken coast to coast and the ball put up. No good. Barunda with her first rebound. And she gives it off, and Barunda is going to take it down, give it off to Malaya Castro. Back to Barunda. She drives in, kicks the ball back out, and almost stolen away by Roswell. I believe that's Morales.
Yeah, Morales kicked it as she tried to swipe it away, so it'll stay Lovington basketball.
And Castro inbounds to Barunda. Barunda drives the lane, then loses the handle on the ball on a bounce pass. So second turnover for Lovington. Give it to Roswell high. They bring it down. Passing out outside the arc. Tarin's got it over on the right wing. Puts up a shot, won't fall. Fight for the rebound, and it's pushed out of bounds. Salcedo was fighting for it. And we'll see. I think it was last touch by Lovington. So it will stay Lady Coyote basketball. That is Tarin inbounding right under the Roswell basket. Gets it into Esquivel. Esquivel puts up a nope.
Just a long pass.
Just a long pass across the arc over there to number 5, Castro. She puts up a three-point shot, won't fall, and that is Warunda with her second rebound.
So that was Salcedo.
24, Salcedo, sorry. 1-1 on those rebounds. They give it to Buendia, and she drives the lane, Burunda rather, puts up a shot, won't fall, and then a three-point shot by Burunda outside the arc on the left side, and Lovington's on the board, 3-0. Roswell high with the ball. Passing it in. Drive into the lane, Esquivel. She kicks it back out. And on a bad pass. Nice tip as Buendia really tipped that one, stole it. And coming down with a shot is Malaya Castro. It won't fall. Fight for the rebound. And they're going to call a push foul. I think they're going to call it on Salcedo.
Yeah, they will. That'll be her first personal, and it'll be the first team foul. Of course, some new rules this year when it comes to fouls. So we'll talk about that, I'm sure, as we move through the broadcast.
Yep, 3-0. Lovington up quickly. But it's Castro with the ball for Roswell. Oh, and a three-point attempt by Tarin from the right arc won't fall, and that is Buendia, number 20 with the rebound. Lovington passing it around, trying to get it into the lane, and it's stolen away. Their third turnover. Taking it up and in from the left side off of a nice pass, a little assist. That was number 11, Morales. So 3-2 is your score. And Lovington with the ball, passing around the outside. Stops and takes a shot. Air ball goes out of bounds. That was number 20, Buendia. Saved, but taken by Roswell. They bring it down the court all the way in the left corner, and taking a three-point shot from the arc with nothing but net is Castro. So make it 5-3 now. Roswell high leading. Lovington kind of caught up in their backcourt. Malaya Castro going to take it all the way down the right side. Puts on the Jets, then pulls up. Passes across the arc, gets it over to Buendia. Buendia slows down, pulls up. Passes over to Myra Castro. Then to Malaya. Oh, and the ball's going to get hung up as Malaya took a shot, and it gets hung up on the side between the, it didn't fall.
Yeah, between the backboard and the rim.
Yeah, and sometimes that just happens. It's funny when it does happen. Stopped play for a while, and so nobody gets the credit for a rebound, except maybe the ref down there. I'm not sure which ref he is. We can't put the man in stripes in the stats for the rebound. It'll just go to Tarin, who rebounds and gets it to Castro. Castro's going to kind of lope across the timeline center court. Try to set some offense. Top of the key. Passes it off to the right side to Tarin. She tries a three-point shot. Oh, and buries that one. So on her third try at a tray from right that same spot, she puts it in. And that's going to be 8-3 now. As Lovington with the ball, almost stolen away by Roswell.
And an 8-0 run.
And Schaus is in the game. And on that pass, lots of fight for it, but Roswell ends up with it. They pass it over. Castro tries a shot. Won't fall. Fight for the rebound. And it's going to be controlled by Roswell as Morales has the rebound.
And that was just Roswell's first rebound, but they're up,
they're
on an 8-0 run.
8-3. In this first quarter. They're going to pass around the arc. Now Tarin tries a three from the left side arc. It doesn't fall, and Myra Castro has a rebound. And there's going to
double dribble.
She double dribbled, so there's going to be their 4th turnover by Lovington in this one. Early on, too many turnovers.
Yeah, that's 5 now for the Lady Cats.
I mean, they're doing well on the rebounding, but their shooting is a little cold, and they've turned the ball over 5 times now early in this one, and a timeout is taken. It is 8-5, and they finally,
I believe it's just a 30. So
yeah, but they haven't stopped they're stopping the clock. They're just having a little trouble trying to re-get it. So it's just a 30. We're keeping it right here as they're adjusting it, trying to get that time back, I think, to where they want it. But we're here in the first quarter with 4 minutes left to play, and early on, Lovington put up the first 3 points on a tray by Borunda. And that's been all the scoring that Lovington has had so far, whereas Roswell has come in 3 points for Castro, 2 for Morales, and 3 for Tarin for their 8. And out of the timeout, Roswell will inbound. Tarin will get it to Castro. Castro getting worked on by number 5, Aranda, in the game for the first time. Ball's on the floor, a fight for it. No jump ball called. Instead, Castro comes up with it. She gets it out to Esquivel. Now to Tarin. She's going to drive in, then pull back because of good defensive pressure by Lovington. And, a nice leap by Borunda to tip it away, but they're going to say, yep, it was a travel. And so that's going to be the second turnover for Roswell. And Lovington inbounding right in front of their own bench. That's going to be Aranda getting it into Myra Castro. She'll run the point across the timeline, pass it off to on the left side. That's Malaya, actually. Malaya to Myra, back to Malaya. And now, Lovington really needs to work on their passing, as they have thrown the ball away several times. Roswell getting that one, corralling it. Castro over there in the corner getting worked on hard by Malaya. And Castro a little frustrated that she couldn't get that ball and save it from going out of bounds. It will stay Roswell basketball, and Tarin will inbound from the left corner. Gets it in, takes it right back. Tarin tries to pop the net. It falls off. Fight for the rebound. It looks like Myra Castro will corral it, and it is kicked out of bounds. It'll stay Lovington basketball, and Myra will inbound right in front of the Roswell bench. 8-3 the score, still 3:09 left to play in this first quarter. She gets it into Aranda. Aranda over to Buendia. Buendia fighting, looking for room. Can't find it. And then whistle sounds, and I think Schaus is going to get fouled. There was a nice pass to Schaus. Schaus was right there underneath the basket, and they are going to call the foul. It's on the floor, though, so the foul is going to be on number 32, Vasquez, her first one. And inbounding, then the push foul is going to get called.
Yeah, and they're doing a nice job trying to work it into Schaus, but they're all over. They're putting a lot of pressure on her. They're going to whistle that one on
number
Castro.
5, Castro. It's her first foul. That's going to be the second team foul. Pass into Schaus. She puts the ball up. It won't fall. Fight for the rebound, and I think Buendia has it. That's her second rebound. Shot is up, no good, an air ball, but Salcido gets it. Her second rebound gets it to Schaus. And no foul call. She got hammered. Right when Schaus got the ball, she got hammered, and the Lovington faithful want to know why they're not calling Tarin for that foul.
Yeah, got caught really between Tarin and also Vasquez. Kind of a coyote sandwich there.
And instead they're going to call a jump ball. It goes the way of Lovington, and it's inbound and then stolen away, as that's the 6th turnover for Lovington. And a shot is up, no good. Shot by Esquivel, and the rebound brought down, I believe that was by Aranda. That's her first. Pass around to Myra into Schaus. Schaus, it went just over her head and out of her hands, out of bounds. So that's going to be another turnover.
Abigail 6'5" would have needed to be about 6'9" to get that one comfortably.
That's 7 turnovers for Lovington.
8.
They're just having some trouble. 8. They're having a little trouble settling in. Just a little anxious. They just need to settle in against Roswell. Score is still 8-3. Roswell moving it around. Castro looking for room in the lane. Puts up a shot. Doesn't fall. And that's going to be Myra Castro with her second rebound. And that gives it to Buendia. Buendia passes off to the corner. Into the corner, Aranda looking for room. Loses the ball. It hits the foot of one of the Lady Coyotes. Goes out of bounds. So it'll believe it'll stay. Yes, it will be. It will stay Lovington basketball, and that is Buendia, who's gonna send it inbounds to Castro. Back to Buendia in the right corner. She tries to pop a tray. It won't fall, and it's going to be Castro with the rebound. She's going to take it coast to coast. Ooh, a little give and go underneath the basket, but Sarai Morales wasn't ready, so they have to kick it back out. And now Tarin's got it, looking for room underneath the rim, puts it up, won't fall, and shouts with her first rebound. Gets it to Buendia. Buendia bringing it down, working against Castro, leaves it off for Aranda. Aranda, oh, it's knocked away and stolen away by Sarai Morales, who takes it coast to coast and is going to try to put it in, but is going to be bumped by Aranda. She's going to get called for her foul, first one. And that is going to be that's her first foul. I think it's the second team foul. It is, yeah. Erlene Salcido had the first team foul. And that's going to put Morales at the line. And the first one is good. So Morales with 3 points in the game so far makes it 9-3. A minute 16 left to play in this first quarter here. Roswell is leading Lovington 9-3. And Morales with the second free throw, no good. And the rebound by Malaya Castro.
Aranda.
Aubrey Aranda, her second rebound. Coming down to fight for the ball as, man, Esquivel being very, very aggressive. Takes it away, passes it over to Castro. Castro takes a shot, but she traveled. So turnover, gives it to Lovington. Lovington inbounding, passing it around. Ooh, nice work as they give it to Malaya Castro. She drives in, tries to put up a shot. It won't fall. Whistle sounds, and they're going to say it's 32 Vasquez or 22.
They're going to put it on
Vasquez. So that's her second foul, number 32, and that will send Malaya to the line. And it is up, no good. Bounces off.
And Lovington has not scored in nearly 7 minutes.
Yeah, they're still the only 3 points on the board. The tray by Ashlyn Borunda in the very first minute of this basketball game. Lovington just having some trouble with their shooting and hanging on to the ball. They've got too many turnovers. Second shot is up, good. It rattles home for Malaya, and now it's 9-4. 9-4 the score. Roswell with the ball, brings it down the court. That's Castro with it. Oh, a pass in, stolen away. Good work, nice work. Heads up by Borunda. And they bring it down, pass it in. Buendia brings it down. Shots up, no good. And the rebound is by Sarai Morales. Roswell, tipped away, but Roswell manages to corral it, and then, they're going to get fouled as it would have been a travel. I was going to say, I thought it was a travel, but I thought that they called the bump foul on the end of her travel. I think it was and should have been a foul, a travel, and it was. So a turnover. Give it to Lovington. They've got a chance to score here as Buendia takes it down, passes it off in the corner. And then Aranda can't keep hold of it.
Yeah,
goes
got tipped
out,
at the last second by Benitez.
But Roswell touching it last, so it'll stay Lovington basketball. And that is Buendia inbounding.
Roswell's just putting a lot of pressure on Lovington. They're having trouble fighting through it.
And Lovington trying to fight through. They get it. Oh, and at the top of the key, a shot up by Buendia doesn't fall. But Salcido with her third rebound. Puts up a shot, won't fall, rebounded by Roswell, and then taken away, and a shot is up, and that was Borunda taking this shot. It doesn't fall, but I think they're going to call, a timeout.
No, end of quarter.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so that is it, 9-4. Not a lot of scoring, a lot of action, a lot of turnovers, and some fouling. But we'll be back in 30 seconds with the second quarter. Right now, Lovington is trailing 9-4. And we'll be back with Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
And welcome back to Lady Cat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle. And at the end of one quarter of play, your score is 9-4. Very low scoring affair here. Not because there's not a lot of shooting. It's because there's an awful lot of turnovers on both sides. But Roswell is leading 9-4 here. And 6 turnovers for Roswell in that first quarter, 10 turnovers for Lovington. And the only scores put up by Lovington is a three-pointer by Borunda early on in the first quarter, and then a free throw by Malaya Castro late in the first quarter.
Interesting stat, though, as you look at that first quarter, Lovington out-rebounding Roswell High 14-4.
Crazy.
But still only able to get the one shot from the field to go.
Well, yeah, and they've been shooting a lot, but they have not been able to get them to fall.
Too many turnovers.
Yeah, Roswell inbounding. They've got the ball, working it around. There's a shot up and good, and that was number 20, Chavez, makes it 11-4 now. Lovington with the ball, bringing it down is Buendia. Buendia pulls up, kicks it out to Malaya Castro, then back to Buendia. Buendia's quick. She gets it over to Borunda. Borunda now to Aranda in the left corner. Back to Buendia. She tries a three-point shot. It's short, and coming down with the rebound. Actually, Roswell got the rebound, and then it was stolen away by Salcido. And Salcido, Erlene, put up the shot and made it 6-11 now. Lovington trailing, but coming back. Roswell with the ball. Good defense by Lovington. And yes, and then stolen away, but off the foot of Aranda, out of bounds. It'll stay Roswell basketball as Esquivel will come out and Tarin will come out. Let's see, Castro in and number 1, Benitez in for Roswell. No, Tarin stays in. She's just inbounding in front of the scorer's table. Over to Castro. Castro pulls up top of the arc. Pass in underneath the basket. Oh, that was too easy as Lovington was busy looking the other way, and Benitez put one in right underneath. So 13-6, Lovington coming the other way. Good hustle by Buendia. Whistle sounds, and I believe they'll get the call will be against Roswell, but it's going to be on the floor. And let's see, they're going to call that on number 1 on Benitez. That's her first foul. Lovington inbounds in front of their bench. They're having trouble. Their passing is
not very crisp.
Not very crisp and not very accurate in many cases so far in this game. So Buendia getting worked on hard. Good defense by Roswell. They pass in. Oh, trying to get Borunda underneath the basket. Kicks out. Luckily, Malaya gets it. Then hits it to Myra Castro. A shot's up and an air ball. No good. A fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Roswell basketball. So that was Borunda taking the shot. 13-6 your score. Roswell High still leading. 6:18 left to play in the second quarter. Roswell with the ball. Castro to Morales. Morales down, and a bounce pass from Chavez in the lane. And I think, it's a turnover, right? I was going to say she traveled. She just slid that little step as I was watching, thinking, that better be called, and it was. Turnover number 7. 8 now for Roswell. That was quick. That is number 20, Buendia, bringing the ball down right side for Lovington, having trouble hanging on to the ball. And Castro picks it up. Ooh, they get it in, a shot up. Well, the shot really was intended as a pass to Schaus, so Schaus could put it up and in, and she does, but they don't count the basket because there was a foul before it got to her. And I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're going to say it's on the floor. They're going to call that on Castro.
And that's a shame. I would have thought that would have been she was in the act of shooting or getting the ball. So that's going to be on number 5, Castro, her second foul on the floor, and it'll be Lovington to inbound at the end of this timeout, but it's only a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it here and just remind you it is 13-6. Your score, Lovington trailing in the second quarter. Plenty of basketball left to play, though. And acknowledge our sponsors, ENMU, Bob's Thriftway, Devon Energy, CYA Trucking, Lee County Electric, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lovington Auto Supply, Lovington Schools, Stone Oilfield, and Man Welding. So out of the Lovington timeout. I believe it was Lovington timeout. Is that right?
No, it was Roswell.
No, it was Roswell. Okay. I had a 50-50 chance.
That's true. Sorry, dealing
still
with
on the
some tech
losing
stuff
end of
from
it,
some of our other games around today.
So Lovington will have the ball, and that is Wendia to inbound underneath the Lovington basket. Something tells me she's going to try to get it into Schaus, and a quick Schaus put it up and in. Yes, and she does. Oh, and then it's short. Bounces off the rim, and that's Morales, I think, Sarai with the rebound. Benitez with the rebound. Gets it off to Tarin. Tarin tries a three-point shot, won't fall. Then a shot is up, no good. That was, I thought that was number 8, but they don't have an 8, right?
Actually, that shot was put up by, I believe that was Morales, number 11.
Morales, number 11, Sarai. And it was blocked, sent out of bounds. Lovington's ball. Castro going to bring it down. That is number 12, Malaya. Over to Myra. Myra in the corner to Buendia. Kicks it back to Myra. Then over to Salcido, who drives the lane, puts up a shot, won't fall. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to be Roswell's rebound. I think that was Esquivel with the rebound.
I believe it was, that was Chavez.
Chavez, number 20, not 22. And a shot up, no good. Schaus kind of tips it away, and it goes out of bounds, actually, not off of Schaus, but last touch by the Lady Coyotes. So it'll be inbounded by Myra Castro. Myra leaves it off for Malaya. Malaya brings the ball down, gets it to Buendia on the right side. Back to Castro, back to Buendia. Buendia drives across, and the ball almost stolen away. Coming in to keep it, though, is Buendia. And now, travel as the pass went out to Malaya, and she took that little slide step, that little Euro step.
That is the first turnover for Lovington in the second quarter, though.
That is an improvement. They had 10 turnovers in the first quarter. 13-6, still your score. Roswell leading with 4:41 left to play. Roswell with a shot up, no good. And the rebound is by 22. Took the shot. And then that second shot, no good. But that's going to be Myra Castro with the rebound.
Yeah, with Malaya.
Was it Malaya with the rebound? Okay. Taking it down, Lovington with the ball. And they're going to call the foul on number 12. That is Borello.
I believe it's Barola.
Oh, Barola, okay. That's one that wasn't on the roster, and we were just listening to those extra girls. So Barolo made the foul.
Barola.
Barola.
I believe her father is the boys' coach.
And that's Malaya Castro at the line. She was 1 for 2. She missed the first one. She's got a chance to even things up, get 50-50. So Barola, okay. I'll write that down. Alexis Barola, by the way, number 12 for Roswell. Second shot is up, and that one is good. So Malaya, 2 for 4 at the line, makes it 13-7. Roswell with the ball. Bring it down. Not Tarin, but Esquivel's got it in the right corner. A pass into the lane, and it goes out of the hands of number 1, Benitez, out of bounds. Tarin will inbound for Roswell, right underneath their basket. And the pass comes in. Good defense, and a bad pass is stolen away by Buendia. It's her second steal of the game. She's going to take it down, look for a shot, puts it up. Oh, and yes, beautiful, as Buendia was patient. She was patient. I like that. She waited, she found her range, and she sank it. So 13-9 now. Roswell with the ball. Tarin brings it down left side, puts up a scoop shot, won't fall. And last touched, I think, by Borola. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Lady Cat basketball. A little energy now, a little life as Lovington has narrowed things down. Just a 4-point lead by Roswell with 3:56 left to play in this second quarter. And we have Schaus coming out, and that was Aranda coming back in. And Malaya Castro will bring the ball across the timeline, center court, working over to the left. Leaves it off for Myra. Myra, top of the key, gives it to Buendia. Buendia drives the lane, puts up a nice left-handed shot, won't fall. And the Sarai Morales, I believe, with the
Benitez.
Benitez again with the rebound. Sorry, I'm looking through the poll again. I'm listening through the through the post up here. Roswell High having trouble corralling. I had to go back in the backcourt. Tarin's got it. Passes it back up. And Benitez all the way across. Top of the arc. Back to Benitez on the right wing. Getting worked on. Good. Good defense by Castro. They're going to call, they're going to call the charge. As she was backing up right into, and then turned around right into Myra Castro. So Benitez with her second foul. 13-9, Lovington trailing by 4. Buendia's got the ball. Works on the right side, travels over all the way to the left, leaves it off for Aranda. And she traveled. So Lovington making so many errors with turnovers, with traveling, and it's just you can't put together a consistent, smooth offense and get that firing.
Yeah, really neither team has been able to find any offensive rhythm so far in the first half. 13-9, I mean, that's what you would say. And the shooting percentage for both teams, and I'm not keeping shots, is dismal.
It is. So
I mean, Lovington has hit 3 shots from the field, and they've taken probably 30.
Esquivel with the ball, gives it to Tarin, back to Esquivel. She drives into the lane. And then a pass over to the corner, trying to find Esquivel. It goes way out of bounds, as not ready for that one. So another turnover. And is that 9 or 10 for?
That's 11.
That's 11 now. Whew. So we kind of traded, as Roswell's now made more turnovers in the second quarter than Lovington has.
Lovington has to be able to capitalize, though, and they haven't done it yet.
Yep, that's Buendia bring the ball down. A nice pass right into Schaus underneath the basket. That's what they need to do more of. They really need to take advantage of Schaus's height there, and that was off of an assist by Burunda. Schaus with 2 points and makes it a 13-11 game, and now Lovington is in business here. 2 minutes left to play in this second quarter. Lovington, Roswell with the ball, driving in, and they're making some errors. I would say unforced, but there's pretty good defensive pressure by Lovington, and I think that was the result. That throwaway was the result of some good energy, as Esquivel bounced past it right out, and now Buendia bringing it down for Lovington. Got to watch it, though, as
Lovington can attack here.
They can, but they've got to watch the steal. They got to take care of the ball. The shot was up and no good by Buendia, and Roswell with the rebound.
It was Morales.
And now Tarin up. Well, she'll just take a 3-point shot from well beyond. She was at the top of the arc and about to
WNBA range there.
4 or 5 feet back, and she popped it for a 3. And then a quick turnover, a steal, and Tarin takes it back the other way and puts it up and in from the left side. And now a fast break by Malaya Castro. She's going to take it coast to coast, and then look to get it to Schaus. She's trying a backwards pass to Schaus, but she's going to get fouled in the process.
And that will put Lovington in the bonus. It'll be the first foul on Morales,
Sarai.
but the 5th team foul on Roswell. The new rule this year is you get 5 fouls per quarter. It's not, and you go straight to the double bonus. No single bonus after 6 like in the past, and then double after 10.
And that is Malaya Castro at the line. She's at 50% at the line, and now she is 2 for 5, but she's got a chance to get that back even 3-3. She'll have another shot at it. Schaus and Burunda are in the blocks for Lovington for rebounding. Second one is up, and that rattles home. So 3 for 6 at the line makes it 18-12 now, as Lovington needs to try to steal the ball. Roswell's just going to slow it down here. They've got a 6-point lead, a minute left to play before half, and that is Benitez with the ball. Gets it over to Esquivel. Esquivel to Tarin on the left side. That's 3-point range for her, and she pops another tray, her 3rd in the game.
And she's got 11 of the 21 on the board for this Roswell team.
21-12 now, as Aranda's got it for Lovington. Drives in underneath the basket, puts it up. Oh, it won't fall. Schaus with the rebound, and the putback is good. So that's what you want to see. 3 rebounds and 4 points now for Schaus in this. As 21-14 your score now. 27 seconds left. Roswell just going to hang on to it, as I believe that's a Benitez. Yep, and then she just passes over to Esquivel. They're going to hang on to it, go for the last shot. Puts Tarin passes it in the lane. A shot's up, no good, and that's number 14, Borunda, with the rebound. She brings it down, kicks it over to Aranda. Aranda over to Malaya Castro from a three-point range. Oh, it won't fall, and the time is going to run out because that was number 22, Esquivel, with her third rebound. Wow. 21-14 is your score at halftime, and Roswell High is leading Lovington, but we will be back with your halftime show here at Lady Cat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Knowledge is the power to see more, do more, and be more. As one of the most affordable universities in the Southwest, Eastern New Mexico University has helped thousands of people just like you earn a degree. Spring 2024 at ENMU is the perfect time to get started with affordable tuition, great scholarships, and a wide range of in-person or online classes. Learn your power. Apply today for spring 2024 at enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
At Devon, they're proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of our communities. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
And welcome back. It's halftime at Wildcat Gym, and the Lady Cats are trailing Roswell High 21-14. Roswell led at the end of the first quarter 9-4, and now 21-14. So Lovington at least was able to put up 10 more points in the second quarter, but Roswell outscored them 11-10. But say a much tighter, much better second quarter in terms of scoring. Lovington cut down their turnovers. They had 10 turnovers in the first quarter and only 3 in the second to come up with 13 at half, whereas Roswell has committed 6 turnovers in the first quarter, 6 in the second for 12. And your scoring so far, you've got a lot of even scoring. I'll say that about Roswell High. Tarin has the most points right now with 11 points and a rebound for Roswell High. 9 of those points coming from well beyond the arc. She really has the touch with the tray, and they really are going to have to try to contain her perimeter shooting, because she's got the hot hand for Roswell High and is making the difference really in the scoring. As you got a couple of points by Benitez, 3 points for Castro, 3 for Morales, a couple of points for Barola. And, so it's a little more spread out after if you take away Tarin's points. And for Lovington, so far, the scoring is also really spread out, because you've got a lot of rebounding for Lovington. As you pointed out at the end of the first quarter, TJ, Lovington has won the rebounding battle. Roswell getting in that second quarter a little bit stronger, a little bit better with the rebounding, but Lovington is cleaning up the boards, but they're not taking advantage of the turnovers. And even though they cleaned their own turnover situation up, and with some cold shooting, and they just have had some struggles. So you got 4 points there for Salcido, you got 4 points for Schaus, and some sparks, some good play here and there, some sparks of great work and good offensive plays that they're setting up, but they just have had their troubles hanging on to the ball. Roswell has been aggressive, has forced some turnovers, and then Lovington simply has made a lot of unforced errors and turnovers as well. So real uneven, as you mentioned, in the second quarter. Neither team really finding a lot of offensive rhythm. It's been very stop-start, turnovers on both sides, slow scoring in that first quarter. They picked up the pace, and both teams started scoring more in the second.
Well, they did, and Lovington, though, in that entire first half, just hit 5 shots from the field. That's it. It's hard to win a ball game if you're only hitting 5 from the field, as Roswell hit 5 in the second quarter, if you want to, just to keep it that way.
Right.
And, outscoring them, by 5 in that first quarter, and then only by 2 in the second quarter, but that still puts them up by 7, 21-14. Lovington has got to find some consistency. They're having a whole lot of trouble with Roswell playing a very tight man defense, and they're getting hands in there, and they're swatting the ball away, and they're getting in Lovington's face. They're getting in their lanes. Lovington has not had an uncontested shot yet in this ball game. They've got to start moving the ball a little bit quicker, a little bit crisper. They've got to find the quick passes, and they've got to find the open girl and then able to shoot it. And if you can't do that, crash in with Salcido and Schaus especially. They're your tallest girls. They're the ones who can clear that low post, get it to them, and just let them turn around, take the jump shot, and then if they get fouled, well, you go to the line for 2, or you get 3 the old-fashioned way, and you can crawl back into this one real quick that way. But Lovington is going to have to make a concerted effort to pass the ball, find the open girl, or just start saying, we're going to the low post every single time until you prove that you can do it and stop us and not foul us.
Only a couple of steals, really about 3 steals that I'm seeing that I put down. Borunda with a steal, Buendia with a couple of steals. In other words, there's not as much offensive, or there's not as much defensive pressure being put on by Lovington as compared to the defensive pressure that's being put on Roswell, by Roswell onto Lovington. And that's why Roswell has been able to steal the ball away, strip it away, tip it away, and Lovington having some problems, hanging on to that. So you add up turning over or giving the ball and getting it stripped away, then your shooting is cold, and then, which it started heating up more in that second quarter. But you look at all of those, and again, if you're not making many shots from the field, and even when they've had an open girl with a good look at the basket, a lot of times that simply it's been a bad, it's bounced out. It's bounced out or bounced away, and the rebound mostly. There hasn't been a lot of offensive rebounding by Lovington. When they've had it, they've actually made it count a couple of 3 times. They've been able to get an offensive rebound, especially in the case of Schaus, and get that ball in there. So they need to, if they're going to have that cold shooting and you're taking the ball and taking the shot, you better have somebody around to try to get the rebound, because Roswell, has been taking it without being real aggressive on the boards. They've been able to take the ball away and go down. Now, luckily, their shooting was equally as cold in that first quarter, or the damage would be much greater here at halftime. But still, not trailing by too much. This is a 7-point lead is something that Lovington could come in and make up.
Quite quickly.
Oh, yeah. If they come out on fire in the third quarter and really, get aggressive on offense, and they get their shots to fall, or as you said, they set up some offense to be able to find their open girl and take those shots. It can be they can change the complexion of this pretty quickly. So as the whistle sounds, the second half begins, and Lovington inbounds Aranda to Buendia, and Buendia is going to get fouled. I think they're going to call number 5 Castro. It's on the floor though, and it will be, they're going to call that, and that's the third foul on Castro. So Lovington inbounds right in front of their bench, right into Salcido. She's having trouble corralling it. Ball ends up on the floor, loose ball, and then passed and picked up by Roswell. So another turnover for Lovington. Roswell gets in. Castro's got it, puts up a shot, won't fall. Salcido with the rebound, her 5th. She passes it off to Myra Castro. Myra to Buendia. Buendia's going to circle around. Now get it over to Borunda. She drives the lane, tries to use the backboard. It won't fall. Then tries to fight for the rebound, and it goes off of her.
Got the rebound and then got fouled from behind.
Well, she was in the process of trying to get it. It kind of went off of her body when it was on its way out of bounds when she got crashed into from behind. I didn't think she had control of it, but you want to counter for rebound?
Yes, I think she did have control before it got bumped away, and they do call the foul on Castro, her 4th, as she has to come out of the game.
That's right. Lovington's got it, and working around underneath the basket. Buendia tries to put up a shot. She's going to get fouled.
And they're going to call that one on Benitez, her 3rd personal, and that's the 3rd team foul quickly here in this third quarter, and Buendia will head to the line for 2.
And Buendia has not been to the line yet. This is her first trip. She's got a couple of points in the game, plus a couple of rebounds. Her first chance to sink it, and she does. So it is now 21-15 in this third quarter. Buendia will have a chance to sink another one and to cut the lead down yet even more. And she does. Nothing but net. So nice free throws by Buendia. 21-16. Lovington trails by 5. Roswell with the ball. 7:17 left in the third. Benitez going to run the point, bring it across. Gives it to Morales. Morales quick. Oh, and a pass over in the lane, so an assist by Morales. And then what was that? Escovel with 2 more points makes it 23-16. Lovington with the ball, coming the other way. 3-point shot up, no good. And a fight for the rebound, and Salcido was fighting for it, but I think she went over the basket. Did she go over the back? She got called for a foul. It's on the floor. So Roswell with the ball. Bring it down the court. Passing into Esquivel. Buendia almost steals it away from behind. No foul, no call. They kick it out to Tarin. Tarin now into the lane to Benitez. Oh, and stolen away and Castro tries to get Aranda, kind of leads her a little bit too much. It goes out of bounds, so that is going to be another turnover. The teams trade turnovers there. And it'll be will it be Roswell basketball? Yes, but a timeout taken first. So this is going to be a full 60-second timeout. So we'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Trucking Insurance is ready to cover your assets. They specialize in commercial insurance of all types: trucking, oil field, sand, hotshot, general liability, umbrella, workers' comp. If you own your own business or are self-employed, give Christy Barnes a call at 432-245-4292. That's 432-245-4CYA. CYA Trucking Insurance, a proud supporter of Lovington Wildcat Athletics and Academics.
Welcome back to Lady Cat basketball at Wildcat Gym. This is Lovington versus Roswell High, a 4A versus 5A battle, and the season opener for Roswell here. Lovington coming into this one at 3-1, wants to make it 4-1, but they got some work to do to get there. They're trailing right now by 7 points. At halftime, it was 21-14. Now it is 23-16. And out of the timeout, it's going to be, I believe, Roswell basketball. They will inbound from underneath the Lovington basket. That's going to be Esquivel who will take it. As we have 6:38 left in the third quarter here. Esquivel gets it into Benitez. Benitez comes across the timeline, center court, getting worked on by Buendia. Pass it over to Esquivel, left side. Pass over back to the right to Morales. Now back to Benitez. Oh, a trip foul, and Buendia's got it. That really was kind of just, she kind of stayed exactly where she was, even though it was the other girl sort of moving still. Buendia got in her way. So foul on her. It's on the floor. And the inbound stolen away. Buendia's got it. Another turnover for Roswell. And, yep, they're going to call a foul. They're going to call number 11, which is Morales on that, and that is a foul, and that's going to be her second foul.
And that will put Lovington in the bonus on the next foul with the new rules implemented with the 5 fouls per quarter now.
On the floor, Aranda into Buendia, center court. Buendia's got it, left side, driving in, kicks it out. 3-point shot up by Aranda, nothing but net, nice. Her first points of the game makes it 23-19. As Lovington's just trimmed that lead down to 4. Roswell High slowing things up here. It's going to be Benitez across the timeline into Esquivel. Esquivel, this time she, wow, they're going to call Buendia again.
Yep.
I think that was, Esquivel was moving. She had the ball and was moving.
She's the one that drew contact, and Buendia not real happy about it.
No, and
neither is Chief Bridgeforth. He just kind of got his arms folded like, you got to be kidding.
Roswell with the ball. Esquivel's got it. Stop, shot, up, no good. Oh, it bounces off, and Lovington kind of bounces off of Salcido, and then Buendia picks it up. So Buendia now tries a 3, and air ball. Roswell Tarin with the rebound. Oh, and then a pass in is tipped away. Good work by Myra Castro to be right there, but it's going to stay Lady Coyote basketball as Tarin will have it. And coming out, Schaus comes in, and Salcido goes out for Lovington. Aranda goes out as well.
And Malaya checks in. And
Malaya Castro is in. Roswell inbounds. Tarin's got it. Drives in, kicks it out left side. Now a pass over to Esquivel, and now a pass in the lane. And they're going to say she had it just long enough to travel. So a turnover by Roswell, and a good work there.
And Coach Smith he wanted the foul. He didn't get it.
Right, he didn't. So Lovington with the ball. Buendia running the point. She's got it. Passes over to the right side, then gets it back, kicks it right back out. That is Barunda driving into the lane, puts up a little shot. Yes, beautiful little alley-oop shot. And
5 points for Barunda. Now leads the way for the Lady Cats.
Gives a Lovington now trails only by 2, 23-21. Roswell with the ball. That's Benitez driving around right side, kicking it out. Now Esquivel on the right wing. Passes it over to the left. That is 32. Vasquez drives the lane. Won't fall. Schaus with the rebound. Nice work. Lovington has a chance to either tie it up or go ahead right here. Buendia is going to bring the ball down center court. Works over to the left side. Leaves it off for Malaya. Malaya drives in. Gets it to Myra on the right wing. Myra back to Malaya. Malaya getting worked on by Tarin. Gets it over to Barunda. She drives in. Oh, and trying to use the backboard to put the shot in. Won't fall. And I think that was Esquivel with the rebound. Now a quick pass down to Sarai Morales underneath the basket, and it goes out of bounds. And what are they going to call? They're
just out of bounds.
Yep, just simply out of bounds. So it'll stay Roswell High basketball. as coming back in is Salcido, and I believe that was Aranda, and that was Borunda who goes out. Roswell inbounding. They pass the ball outside the arc. 3-point shot up. Oh, and it rattles home. It bounces and rattles home. That was Benitez with a tray. Makes it 26-21. As Lovington's got the ball, Buendia bringing it down. Drives in the lane, and then she gets fouled. She does put up the shot, but the foul is called before the ball goes in, and they're going to call that on Benitez.
Yes, they are, and that'll be her 4th personal.
Yeah, and you'd think that she was going to have to probably sit down.
And that'll put Lovington, that should put Lovington in the bonus.
And they're just realizing that the ref was that they were going to have, it was going to be on the floor inbound, but now they say, okay, we'll send her to the line, and Buendia will take the shot. Buendia is 2 for 2 at the line. 26-21 is your score. Roswell High leading by 5, but Buendia with a chance to cut into that right here. Beautiful shot.
Buendia now with 5.
And she's 3 for 3 at the line. She had 2 points in the first half. Now all of her 3 points so far coming in the second half. She's got a chance to make it 4. Makes it 26-22. This one is up, and it's short, won't fall. I wish Schaus moved away. She couldn't know that the ball was going to bounce short. So Roswell with the ball, and now they get it down. That's 22. Esquivel with the feed in the lane right underneath the basket, and that shot was actually taken and made by number 10,
Martinez.
That's right, Martinez. So she's got 2 points.
We just checked into the game.
And driving the lane is Buendia, looking for room, puts up a shot, won't fall, fight for the rebound.
What Lovington needs to do on offense is they need to slow things down. They need to work on the attack and moving in. Roswell's in a little bit of foul trouble, and Lovington's pretty good from the line. Continue to get them in foul trouble. Take some more time next time you bring it down the court.
Borunda fighting for the rebound, but goes out of bounds, so it's going to be Roswell High basketball. They bring it down. Esquivel driving in the lane, trying to put up a shot. Schaus blocks it. No foul called. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's last touch by Lovington, by Schaus. A nice block and strip away as she did interrupt the play. It was going to be, don't know if that layup would have gone in or not. Roswell passes it in. It's going to be Esquivel driving the lane, looking for room. Now she passes it off. 3-point shot attempt up, no good. A fight for the rebound. And Aranda's going to come up with it. Nice work. Oh, and then stolen right back away. So the teams trade turnovers. Roswell with it, going to pass outside the arc. Looking to set the O. That is Vasquez with it. Over to Esquivel. Esquivel back over to Vasquez. She drives in now. Kicks it over to the left. Now the pass right back over to the right. Ooh, almost goes out of bounds. Esquivel corrals it, keeps it in bound. But now Lovington should know what they're planning to do, as they're going to just try it. They give it to Tarin. She's working hard. Bouncer. That was actually at 32. That was Vasquez with a bounce pass in the lane, and that was intended, but goes out of bounds. I think that was intended for Morales. Okay. Lovington gets the ball instead. Passing around. Oh, a shot is up, and it really not intended to be for the basket. That was Salcido trying to feed the ball over to Schaus to be able to put it in, but instead it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and Schaus had Tarin right up between her arms, and Chief Bridgeforth is going, how did she not draw contact?
Right.
And I happen to agree with him on that one, but turnover for Lovington, back to Roswell.
And Roswell with the ball. That's Esquivel driving around the right side. Now underneath the basket. Ooh, the pass interrupted by Borunda, but back to Roswell. Now a shot up from the right side won't fall, and that's Esquivel with the rebound. Kicks it right back out. And that is, I believe, Martinez with the ball. Oh, and tipped away. Nice steal. Another turnover for Roswell. And Myra Castro has it. She's going to bring it all the way down, kick it to to Aranda. Aranda with a 3-point from the right corner, her second tray of the game. And that cuts it down to a 3-point lead by Roswell. 28-25 here.
6 points for Aranda leads the way.
A minute 6 left in the third quarter.
And a 5-second violation on the inbound. And so give it back to Lovington.
Nice defensive, pressure by Lovington. And Lovington just rattling Roswell high here. And good time for a timeout. Roswell's going to take it. And is it a full?
It's a full,
full one. So we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Nope,
it's a 30. Yep. I saw it at the same time you did. So, wow, Lovington took it. I thought it was a Roswell timeout.
Yeah, I did too.
All right, so 28-25, just a 3-point lead by Roswell here in the third quarter, late in the third quarter, just a little over a minute left to play, but nice work by Lovington in this third quarter, especially late in the third quarter, really catching fire, and a lot of turnovers suddenly, the team's trading turnovers, but a little better play. Now the turnovers are really for good reasons. It's not from sloppy or, falling, prey to the other team quite so much to defensive pressure, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, does have the turnover lead as Roswell's now turned it over 18 times to just 17 for the Lady Cats.
Yeah. And, yep, I had it too. I had them only for 4. They had 13 in the first half. Oh, the inbound and the pass over to Salcido. Salcido primed to take a shot, but she gets fouled before she can. She was in the act of shooting, so that should put her at the line, and it does. And they're going to call that on number 11, Sarai Morales. That's her third foul. And that is going to put Borunda at the line.
Salcido.
Oh, Salcido?
You were right
24.
first time.
I was, okay, 24. The first one goes off the mark. But she'll get a second. It's just her first trip to the line, by the way. Erlene with, a couple of points and 5 rebounds. Oh, and that one spins in and out. A fight for the rebound. Aranda is going to get it. Back to Salcido to Schaus. Schaus puts it. Oh, no. Not up and in, but Salcido gets the rebound, and her putback is good, and she gets fouled. So she's got a chance to make 3 the old-fashioned way as Schaus goes over and says, hey, if I couldn't do it, you did. So, yeah, but Schaus did.
And they're going to whistle the foul on Barola, her second personal. And that is the 7th team foul. Not that it really matters, but
right
anymore it would have in the olden days.
So that is Salcido. Oh, and it's no good. Fight for the rebound. Roswell comes up with it. Oh, and then, yes, she traveled as the pass goes to Tarin, and Tarin takes the little slide step. So Escovel had the rebound and brought it down, and then Tarin traveled. So that is turnover number 17. 12, 5, 6, 18. 18 and 19, that's right. All right, so Lovington just working the ball around. Salcido taking it in. Oh, it falls off to the left. Schaus fighting for the rebound. Can't handle it, but Myra Castro corrals it, then gives it off. A 3-point shot up by Malaya Castro, no good. And fighting for the rebound, Schaus goes down.
Yeah, but she went over the back before she went down.
And she's going to get called. Are they going to call? Yep, they're going to call that. It's her first foul, but she comes up limping just a little bit. She don't want to see anybody get hurt. Let's hope that she
not
just
feeling
shapes
good.
it.
Training staff coming over to take a look at it. She went down awkwardly.
She did.
After she went over the back of Tareen over there.
So Roswell will have the ball, and that is Escovel bringing it down. Walking across the timeline. Pass up to Vasquez. Vasquez thinks about the 3, passes it back to Escovel. Now Escovel going to drive in, leave it off for Morales. And they get it to Tarin, thinks about the 3, and then they give it back to Morales. She takes a last-second shot, no good. So at the end of 3, Lovington has pulled within 1 point. It's 28-27 now. At the end of this third quarter, Roswell still leading, but Lovington almost there. Trailing by just 1. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Welcome back to Wildcat Gym for Lady Cat basketball. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle. And we've got a good one here. This game has suddenly become very, very intense in this third quarter. Both teams, I think, came out. They made some adjustments. They're playing better. Both of these teams are playing a little more consistently. They're finding offensive rhythm. And now Lovington, was able to make 13 points, score 13 points in that third quarter. So they really came alive. They're within 1 point of this one. 28-27 the score. Roswell inbounding to start this fourth quarter. Castro's got it. Top of the arc. Kicks it over to Esquivel. Way too high. Esquivel would need to grow about 1.5 feet to be able to get that one. So that's turnover number 20 for Roswell. Give it to Lovington. Malaya Castro trying a three. It's really short. Bounces off, and Castro's got the rebound. Now she's going to bring it down.
And again, you've got girls out there that are in foul trouble. Take your time on offense.
Tarin tries a three. It's no good. And Myra Castro with another rebound. Leaves it off for Buendia. Buendia over to Borunda. Borunda drives the lane, loses the handle on it. There's no foul. The ball goes out of bounds. Simply tripped, kind of lost it, tripped. And that's a turnover for Lovington, as that is turnover number 18 for them. Is that right?
That is correct.
That's what I've got. So Castro crosses the timeline for Roswell. Now going to move, pass it off to number 12, Barola. Takes a shot, won't fall. Esquivel with the rebound. He passes it off to Tarin in the corner. And yes, she's got her fourth tray of the game and makes it 31-27 now.
14 points in the ball game for Tarin.
And Borunda with the ball, passes it off to Malaya Castro, drives in from the left, sneaks one in, 2 points, and now 31-29. Castro for Roswell, outside the left arc to Esquivel, outside the right arc. Esquivel just waits, passes it back to Castro. She puts up a little shot, won't fall. Fight for the rebound, and it comes down. Salcido looks like she had it. She
she got fouled. So
and that's going to be on Tarin,
rebound,
I believe Tarin, and that's only her first. Is that first
that is
foul?
Correct, yeah.
That's it. So one foul on Tarin, and yes, it's not on the floor. Lovington will go to the line.
They shouldn't be. That's just the first, unless they're calling a. Yeah, unless they're calling a flagrant. Yeah, that's just the first one.
All right, so, okay.
Yeah, well, we're all still getting used to this new rule. And
so
in the old days, that would have been foul number 8 and would have been shooting 1-and-1.
Right.
But now you reset at the start of every quarter, and you shoot double bonus after 5 fouls in a quarter, and then it resets.
So that is Buendia inbounding to Malaya Castro. Malaya is going to bring it across center court. Getting worked on by Tarin. Moves it over to the right, outside the right arc. Passes to Salcido. To Buendia. Buendia drives in, puts up a nice shot from the right side. It won't fall. There's a fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Lovington, because Salcido was right there fighting, and Borunda fighting for the rebound. And Castro will have it. Gets it to Esquivel. She drives in to number 12, Barola. Thinks about that three. Good
defense.
Called
a kickball on that.
Good defense by Lovington, and there's basketball karma for you as the shot no good, and Salcido reaches up. Nice work on the boards by her for another rebound.
7, make that 8 in the game.
So 31-29, Lovington could tie it up or go ahead right here. Buendia, oh, nice work. She goes all the way underneath the basket, tries a little left hook. It doesn't fall, and Tarin with the rebound. She's going to bring it down, kick it over. Shot is up, no good, and the rebound is going to be by Borunda. So Borunda's got it. They pass into Buendia right underneath the lane. She puts it in from the left, point blank. Buendia with 2 more points, and that ties it up. We're at 31 all right here in the fourth quarter. 5:16 left to play. And Castro with the ball for Roswell on the left wing, outside the left arc. Looking to set the O, and they do. They send it into Vasquez. She drives the lane. Oh, she was looking to draw the foul, and she did. There was no way she was really seriously thinking about putting up the shot. All she was doing was muscling underneath the basket, trying to draw the foul, and she did. She suckered.
And they're going to call it on Myra.
They're going to call it on Myra. So Myra, that's just her first foul. And it's up and good. Vasquez, that's her first point in the game.
It is, yes.
Yeah, and it comes at the line, makes it 32-31. She's got a chance for another point. And that's, let's see, that is Borunda in the blocks for Lovington. Oh, that's no good. And it's Amira Castro with the rebound. So 32-31, they kick it out to Malaya. Malaya, oh, right into the lane. Beautiful feed. Borunda puts it up and in off of the assist by Malaya. That was a beautiful play.
And a good job. They found the open girl standing on the baseline, and Borunda just pulled the trigger point blank.
Lovington goes ahead for the first time here, 33-32. 4:39 left to play. Castro bounce pass in the lane, a shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound. It's tipped out, goes out of bounds. Who are they going to say touched it last? Lovington or Roswell?
I think they're going to say Loving. Nope, they say Roswell.
They say Roswell touched it last, so it's going to be, it looks like Buendia to inbound.
Yes, Esquivel went going Supergirl over there and wound up about 2 rows into the stands. Checking to make sure she's okay.
Right, and it's going to be Barola who comes out. And I think Castro going back in. Castro's playing with 4 fouls on her, though.
Now you can attack. You've got a couple of girls with 4 fouls, and they're in the game.
And that's Malaya Castro, worked on by Tarin, leaves it off for Buendia.
Yep.
She puts up the shot, and no good. Rebound by Roswell. Oh, quick pass in, down in the lane, and Tarin with, or was that Vasquez? Vasquez with the layup. So 34-33 now. Lovington with the ball. Aranda's got it, drives in the lane, kicks it back out. Buendia tries the 3-point for the right corner, and nothing but net. Elizabeth Buendia with 3 more points, and that gives Lovington the lead back, 36-34.
10 for Buendia now, leads the way for the Lady Cats.
And a timeout being taken by Coach Smith of Roswell. He wants to talk about it, but your Lady Cats of Lovington have done a stellar job in this second half. Boy, and how, and especially in this fourth quarter. They now lead 36-34. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Pump & Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump & Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump & Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
And welcome back to Wildcat Gym for Lady Cat basketball, as the Lady Cats are up by 2 points in this one with just about 3 minutes left to play in this game. They're up 36-34 over Roswell High. And out of the Roswell timeout, it will be a Lovington basketball. Let's see what Coach Bridgeforth has cooked up, as he's got the diagram chart over there, been talking with his girls in the huddle, marking up some plays. And it will be Lovington basketball. They should it's going to be Roswell basketball. Tarin will inbound right in front of the scorer's table and give it to Esquivel. And they're going to kick it over to the right to Morales. Then back to Esquivel right at the free throw line. Oh, and no good. And that's going to be Salcido with another rebound. She leaves it off for Buendia. Buendia comes across center court, works over to the left. Leaves it off, and Malaya Castro taking a 3-point shot, won't fall. Oh, and Roswell with the rebound. I think that was Morales.
It was.
Morales with the rebound.
Her 5th.
And Tarin almost goes out of bounds. Oh, and then Buendia bumps into Castro as Tarin was passing it back out to top of the key. And instead, that's just is a bump foul, and that is a 3rd foul on Buendia. Roswell inbounds. They get it to Morales, bounce pass underneath the basket. It goes out of bounds, but it's going to be tipped out by Salcido, so it'll stay Roswell basketball, but at least it interrupted the rhythm. Roswell was trying to get some action going underneath the basket to be able to just put an easy layup up. Didn't happen, at least not yet. The pass intended for Tarin is stolen away by Aranda. She takes it coast to coast, puts it in from the left side. Beautiful layup, and now Lovington is up 38-34.
4-point lead, their biggest of the game.
And Castro's got it for Roswell. That's Tarin with a 3 from the right corner, and that is Vasquez, and that's her 6th point of the game. And now 38-37, Buendia with the ball for Lovington. And when Dia stops, tries to pop a three, won't fall. Oh, fight for the rebound. Oh, almost taken away. And then on the pass, it is stolen as Wendia's got it. They give it to Aranda. She pops the three from the right wing. Beautiful. Oh, wow.
11 for Aranda now in the ball game, and Lovington back up by 4.
That's right, 41-37 with 2 minutes, 5 seconds left on the clock. And a bad pass from Castro back to Morales goes out of bounds into the Roswell bench. A turnover, and give it to the Lovington Lady Cats. It'll be number 12, Malaya Castro inbounding, and a timeout is taken. And it is going to be, I think, it should be a full 60. We'll see. Yes, it is a full 60. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
No secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Welcome back to Lady Cat basketball. As out of the timeout, Lovington has worked themselves back into a 4-point lead, 41-37 right here with just a couple of minutes left to play in this ball game. So it has turned into a barn burner, a much better second half for both teams than the first half, as Roswell led at half 21-14, and then led by just 1 point, 28-27 at the end of 3. And now in the fourth quarter, Lovington has come on. They have scored 24 points just in this. Have they 41 to 27, 30, 14? That's right, 14 points. Sorry, 14 points so far in this fourth half. Fourth quarter. Yeah, in the second half of the fourth quarter.
If we got 4 halves, it's an interesting math day.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
The inbound all the way to Buendia. She crosses the timeline, pulls up, set in the O. And it will look like Chief Ridgeworth in that timeout was diagramming again. And Aranda's got it, almost knocked away by Roswell. Very tight defense by Roswell. They're trying to force the turnover.
Yeah, they've shifted out of the man, and they're going to a man zone.
And there's a foul as Buendia had the ball, and she's going to get fouled by Vasquez. That's her third. And what are they going to say? It's on the floor, though, so yes.
Yeah, that's just the second team foul on Roswell. They've still got a couple fouls to give.
And it's Malaya Castro inbounding to Buendia. She leaves it off for Aranda. Aranda drives in, and gets fouled. Oh, yeah, she gets fouled from behind by Sarai Morales. And that is going to be, I think that's her fourth.
That should be her fourth,
It's her fourth, it is. So that'll be Malaya Castro inbounding to Buendia. Back to Malaya, now back to Buendia. Kicks it over to Aranda. Aranda moves over to Malaya. Lovington going to be patient. They're just going to force Roswell to come after them. Got to watch the steal, though. And over to Salcido. She puts up the ball. Nice little 10-foot floater. And beautiful as Lovington goes up 43-37.
And a good way to do that. They burned a lot of time. They found the open girl, and Erlin buried it.
And in the meantime, they took a chance that they might get fouled. Tarin takes a three-point shot from beyond the top of the key. It won't fall, but the Castro comes up with it. The rebound by Roswell, and the pass into Sarai Morales goes high. She gets her hands on it, but goes out of bounds. It should be. It was tipped. It was tipped by Lovington.
Yeah, Barunda got a hand on it. Nice job disrupting the passing lane, though.
Right, yeah, very good. Good defense. Good hands. Tarin is going to inbound to Morales, top of the key, kicks it over to Esquivel. Back to Morales. She takes a three-point shot, won't fall. Morales gets her own rebound, kicks it over to Esquivel. Now that rebound by Salcido. Oh, almost a bad pass. Lovington's able to corral it, but she did backcourt because she got it and then turned around. Oh, Barunda with the turnover. But Lovington still with a 6-point lead here, 43-37, 37 seconds left to play. Roswell's got to turn on the Jets, and they give it to Morales. Oh, nice tip away, beautiful. Barunda tips it out of bounds.
Nice job. She blocked that one just as it left the hand, so no goaltending. and did a nice job getting it clean and not catching any of the Roswell shooter.
Yeah, and the inbound goes out to Esquivel. 29 seconds left. Esquivel passes over to Castro. She tries a three-point shot and buries it. Castro gets it back up to a three-point game, 43-30. Roswell with the timeout, and we'll just keep it right here. Man, this has been an exciting fourth quarter. Even though this is a full timeout, we're within 24 seconds of this one being over, TJ.
And it is Roswell's final timeout.
It is. They're down to a three-point game. Tarin has been, Roswell's been really good with their perimeter shooting. Castro with 2 trays in the game, and there she got it within 3 points. Tarin has just been a monster from the perimeter with 4 3-pointers, and Vasquez popped a 3-pointer as well. So Roswell's kept it interesting, mostly with their perimeter shooting here, but Lovington still has that 3-point lead, and we'll see again
well,
now.
And they've picked up the intensity and done a nice job. Roswell is going to have to try and steal the inbound or force a turnover, a 5-second violation, something out of the timeout.
Right.
And they're going to have to foul almost immediately. Roswell has still got a couple of fouls to give, so that'll keep Lovington in time. So it's going to be important for Lovington to get this inbound in and to stay away from Roswell as long as they can to burn some time.
Keep the handle on the ball. They're going to keep the ball. They're going to try to hang on to the ball, force Roswell to make the move, come in, come after them. What they want to do is draw the foul without giving up the ball on a turnover. The inbound to Malaya Castro. She passes it up to Barunda. Barunda, left side at the Roswell trying to steal. And they don't, and now they do. They commit. That is number 10. Martinez committing the deliberate foul, but it is on the floor. So it'll be Malaya Castro who's going to inbound from near midcourt. 14 seconds left on the clock. 43-40.
Lovington will go under the bonus.
Yes, they will. And now that's going to be Esquivel committing the quick foul on Buendia. And Buendia now will go to the line as Buendia saying, hey, she's pointing to the line saying, I go here, right? I go up. And she's ready because
we're all learning this new system.
It is tough to remember the new rules. And even the refs have been a little confused a couple of times here in this game. Oh, and now they're going to say no. He's turning around and saying, wait, is that only 4?
Is
that 5? Okay, if it is 5, then yes, Buendia is at the line. So
and she's 3 of 4 from the line with 10 points in the game.
So this would be a good
chance to make
time.
It 2 possessions right here.
Try to sink both of these shots if she can. She bounces it, eyes it, skies it, and that one rolls out. Whoa, the pressure's really on now as a miss from Buendia with 12 seconds, 12.24 left on the clock, and the second one needs to be a sinker, and that one does find the bottom of the net. So
that
Buendia
makes it 2 possessions, which is important. Do not foul on a 3-point shot and make them take time.
And that is Roswell with the ball, bringing it all the way down. The shot no good, but they get the rebound, and then the shot no good. Then they get the rebound, and now with time running out, they had 3 looks at the basket. None of them went in. Lovington kept from fouling and has won the game, 44-40 final score. Lovington beating 5A Roswell High. We'll be back to wrap this one up with Lady Cat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
And welcome back to Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. What a game this was, as things started off slow for both teams in the first quarter. At the end of it, Roswell was leading 9-4, and then things picked up a bit. Lovington scoring 10 points in the second quarter. It was 21-14 at half, a 7-point lead by Roswell. But wow, Lovington made some adjustments and came out. Both teams picked up the pace and played better, had more offensive rhythm in that second half, and Roswell had the lead 28-27, just a 1-point lead at the end of the third quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, Lovington scoring went from 27-40, scored 13 points in that fourth quarter, pulled ahead, actually 27-40. They scored from 27 to 44 in that 17 points in that quarter, and ended up winning 44-40, winning by 4 points at the end of this game. And I think out of some good coaching, some strategic timeouts, and some great execution of the plays that Coach Ridgeworth was drawing up, and Lovington doing what they needed to do. Some good disciplined play in that second half, coming in, making the adjustments, doing what they needed to do. Many of the things that you talked about in the halftime show that they needed to do and adjust, they came out and fixed those in the second half, and then they went ahead of Roswell High and ended up keeping that lead and scoring and winning this game by 4 points. Wow, what a game.
Yeah, very important game for them, as that will improve them to improve their record to 4-1. Let's take a quick look at some of the numbers in this one. We'll start with Roswell as their leading scorer tonight, and the leading scorer in the whole game was Alana Tureen. She had 14 points in the game, but she was the only double-digit scorer for the Lady Coyotes. Benitez with 5, Castro with 6, Morales with 3, Chavez with 2, Esquivel with 2, Vasquez, that's Adamaris Vasquez, number 32, with 6 points in the ball game, and Martinez with 2 points. Their leading rebounder was Esquivel. She had 8 rebounds in the game, 25 rebounds as a team for Roswell High. They go 2 of 4 from the line. Very important. Lovington did not foul a lot in this game.
That's good.
So they go 2 of 4, 50-50 from the line. 23 turnovers for Roswell High, 9 in the first, 12 in the second, 7 in the third, 12 in the fourth. Gets them to their 40 on the board. Turning the page for your Lovington Lady Cats. 2 ladies in double figures tonight. Elizabeth Buendia with 11. Aubrey Aranda also with 11. For Aranda, all 11 of her points came in that second half.
And 3 of those were trays.
That's right, 9 of the 11 from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game for Malaya Castro, 7 for Ashlyn Barunda, 6 points for Erlyn Salcido and Abigail Schaus before she left. We certainly hope she's okay. Her health's fine, but she had 4 points in the ball game. Leading rebounder for the Lady Cats was Salcido, who had 11 in the ball game. And you had 6 for both Myra Castro and Aubrey Aranda. 35 rebounds as a team for the Lady Cats. They turn the ball over 19 times. They go 50-50 from the line. 7 of 14, none bigger than that one right at the end by Buendia to make it a 2-possession ball game.
Right.
Only 4 points in the first, a slow start, but they overcame it. 10 points in the second, 13 in the third, and 17 in the fourth. 30 points in the second half to 19. Really, the difference in this one is Lovington goes to 4-1.
That's right, 4-1 with a win over a 5A team, and that's going to look very good. That's going to be very good for them. And I like the fact what they did. They turned over the ball a lot less in that second half. They had 13 turnovers in the first, but then they committed only 5 in the second half. I also like the fact they out-rebounded Roswell 35-25. They were working the boards, doing well. They need to work on turning those rebounds into points, and making that working the boards and out rebounding another team really count in terms of the scoring. Also, some good perimeter shooting. Aubrey Aranda with 9 of her 11 points coming from beyond the arc, and you also had Buendia see.
Borunda
with a 3 as well. And Abigail Schaus, you mentioned, she had 4 points in the first half and ended up with 4 rebounds before she left the game. I did see her standing. She went to the trainer's room. She came up limping after going over the back, committing a foul early on in the second half, and went to the trainer's room. I saw her standing over. She didn't rejoin the team on the bench, but she was up and walking and standing. So let's hope that that's not going to be an injury and a problem, but we'll find out, of course, later after tonight, and we'll see if she plays in the next game or not. But a really good job of, I think, responding to what was going wrong for the Lady Cats in the first half, coming out, executing much better, and when it got down to the wire and it became strategic, and there was opportunity to really make some adjustment, draw up some plays, and execute those well. Lovington again responding, showing that they're well coached and that they're able to take those plays. A diagram is only a diagram. You got to put it into play on court and execute it well, and they were doing that and just playing a much better second half, and ended up, I think, surprising this 5A Roswell team. So they get to move on. The Lovington Lady Cats will be playing here in just a couple of days on Thursday afternoon against West Mesa. They're not home here at Wildcat Gym again until January 8th against Eunice. They will be playing more games, of course, throughout the rest of December, but back on home turf, you might say, in January. And up next, Roswell will take an 0-1 record into their next game of the season. They play Thursday night as well against Miyamura. They're going to be in a tournament as well. So good job. Congratulations to the Lady Cats, looking very good in this second half this afternoon. What do you think? Final thoughts and words, TJ?
Well, just a good game, great adjustments, as you mentioned. Not many out there better than Chief Bridgeforth when it comes to working the whiteboard and coaching his teams up, and did a great job in the second half today, and the girls did a nice job implementing the game plan and what he was putting on the whiteboard, and Lovington in the end gets the win and knocks off Roswell.
So really some good stuff to work on, and we're early on in the season, so I'm really excited by what I saw from the Lady Cats, and excited as they move forward into the season. We'll be watching, and we'll be back here with them in January. So until then, thank you for watching and listening to Lady Cat basketball, a 44-40 win over 5A Roswell High, and you've been enjoying it on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan for TJ Miracle saying so long. Safe travels to our visitors, and good evening.